Owned solar versus leased solar. There are differences, and realtors have different ways of looking at both. When I go as a listing agent to go sell a house that has owned solar, I'm trying to make sure that the value is there for my client, so I work with the appraiser and try to drive value that way. But there's also limitations to what I can do as a listing agent to get the value. So one of the challenges I find as a listing agent when you own your system is making sure that there's enough in the appraisal value for you to be satisfied with your solar investment. That's different than a lease client. With a lease client, when I list it as a listing agent and I take on a lease, I'm just transferring a lease agreement for all intensive purposes, so I don't have to get the home valued at a higher level than comps in the neighborhood. It makes my job a lot easier in that regard. Also, buyers, when they understand liability on owned system versus lease systems not really having liability, that's another advantage at listing. So just be aware, when you own solar, you need to be very specific and careful on who you hire to list your home. Make sure you find a realtor that really understands how to value and push the value higher on the appraisal especially. And if you have a lease system, it's important to have a realtor that's really experienced at transferring lease agreements, because that's a whole nother potential pitfall that can end up slowing down the escrow process.